and it goes live and you're like, shit, why didn't I make a cup of coffee? Like, why didn't I do that? Well, do you know what? I might text Amos and just ask him, Amos, he's in there. This is really, I'm going to send him a voice note. Come on, let's send him a voice note together. Amos, I love you. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to make myself a coffee. Can you make me a crappy instant coffee? Thank you. Love you. Anyway, hello guys. Welcome to today's live. My name's Cordelia Kate and I am going live 30 times to try and get over the nerves. It's not even nerves. It's just a bit of self-talk, a bit of negative self-talk that I'm trying to squash. And I would love it if, and no one's done this yet. So yeah, I don't know if I'm like out here on my own feeling the social anxiety of showing up online when you work from home and you're hanging out in your house and you never go live or do anything for a couple of months. And then you're like, shit, I've been on my own for so long and I've been in my little bubble and now I've got to get out there into the world again. That's how I was feeling. And yeah, I want to squish it. I want to squash it, which is why I'm here going live every day for 30 days, not consecutive days though, because I've decided that I'm going to allow myself weekends to catch up with editing into podcasts. So this is called Going Live Anyway. And I'm editing this into a podcast as well, which is going on to, he sent a voice note back. Shall we see what he said? Oh.
Has been accepted and is going to be processed. Your order has been accepted and is going to be processed. Do you want me to put on my delivery driver outfit?
Do we want him? I think we do. If you're watching this on the replay, because you're not here live, because no one's here live, which is a shame. I need to actually share this into the Facebook group, which is where it's supposed to be going. But Facebook decided it doesn't like lives anymore. It's like, nah, we like reels now. So we're not going to bother giving you tools for going live into groups anymore. We're not going to bother. We're just going to force you to do reels instead. So I now have to go around the long way. Right, share to a group. The Rebellious Business Network post. So what do we reckon? Do we want him to wear his delivery? Yes, we do. Yes, we would love, me and my 0 followers watching this live would love you to wear your delivery costume. He's not looking like he's put on a delivery costume. Where's your delivery costume?
Sorry, forgot.
Thank you.
Isn't the watch?
Do you want to do my live with me today?
No.
You got work to do.
A bit embarrassed.
You're embarrassed. Yeah. Me too. Let's be embarrassed together.
Hi guys.
Hey. This is Amos. Look, no one's watching. There's literally nothing to be embarrassed about.
Somebody will watch later, wouldn't they?
On the replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Or they'll listen on the podcast.
You can cut me out.
I can keep you in.
So what are you talking about today?
Well, we're just kind of warming up. I got a great question that I'm going to answer from Leonora or Leonore.
What's that? What's the question?
It's about how to write the perfect email to let my leads know what it is that I do for business.
Just put in ChatGPT.
There we go.
Just joking.
Job done. Yeah, so that's the question we're going to be answering. But yeah, I've gone live, voice noted you live, just chilling, just hanging out.
I'm sorry I couldn't put my delivery driver.
Now, what is that anyway?
Outfit.
I was wondering what this outfit was going to be because I haven't seen a delivery driver outfit.
My secret job.
Okay. Secretly going out to work for Deliveroo in his spare time. Right. Well, anyway, this morning has been hectic. I'll be honest. I felt like I was going to be late for this. And then I realized I haven't published a time because it's 9 a.m. in my head. 9 a.m. every day I'm going live. So in my head, it's 9 a.m. And therefore, the fact that it was like 8:58 and I was on the phone to Caroline and went, shit, I'm supposed to be going live in 2 minutes. And then I started feeling really stressed out. Like, oh my God, I'm really late. And then I realized, late for what? Like, no one knows. No one's waiting for you. No one knows you're going to be live. Like, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely fine. This is your schedule. You run this business. You pick your deadlines and your timelines and you can move them. Hey, you can move them, girl. So I did. And here I am. Not late. I'm actually on time because there was no such thing as being late. But it has been a bit hectic this morning because I've had to go. Well, to start off with, Arlo did not sleep through the night last night. No, he was up a couple of times at least. So there was that. which is fine. It's really hot last night. And I think, I think babies don't just get hungry. They also get like dehydrated if they don't drink all night when it's really bloody hot. And we live in the attic. Well, no, we live in a house, but our room is in the attic and it is very hot up there, like ridiculously hot, sweltering. So Arlo was in a vest last night and he woke up a few times and I'm not surprised. I'm really not. But anyway, so sleepless-ish night. Perhaps that's why I'm a bit bonkers this morning. And then I had to be at my daughter's secondary school for 8 a.m. for a reintegration meeting because she was suspended. And actually, I complained about the suspension because I'm not happy about it in the way that they did it. In fact, it turns out that it may have been a teacher's fault and they're now going to investigate it. But that's not good, is it, to investigate something after you've given out a sanction? But anyway, never mind. It's fine. We move on. We move on and we live and learn. And here we are at 9:19. And if you are watching this on the replay, haven't you got better things to do? Aren't you supposed to be working? No, I'm joking. Thanks for being here. I love that you're here. Drop a hi in the comments to let me know that you are or were. And yeah, let's get into it. So the question that I am answering today is from one of our new members in the Rebellious Business Network. I would tag you, but I give up trying to tag people. It's not letting me tag anyone. I think it's because we're not friends, like Facebook friends. And I would add you as a friend, but you might be like, oh, whoa, hang on a minute. I don't even know who you are. Stop adding me as a Facebook friend. So anyway, Leonore, welcome to the Rebellious Business Network. It is amazing to have you with us. And your question was, how can I write the best email to make my potential clients curious about my services? I thought it was a lovely question. Made my heart sing, actually, because it made me realize that you've probably got an email list. And I find that a lot of the time, the conversations that I'm having with members in the Rebellious Business Network are around encouraging them to start with an email list. Because actually, if you've got an email list, it makes like, oh God, it just takes so much of the work out of marketing. Like it really does, because you can guarantee a bit of visibility on your promotions, which is helpful. Because if you imagine on social media, you have absolutely no control over who's going to see like your content. Like for instance, we've got a Facebook group, it's got 4,600 people in it. I'm currently live in that group. There is one person watching. Hey, great to have you here. But I can't manipulate that everybody in that group is going to see this live. Even if they want to see it, they're not necessarily going to be able to, because the algorithm dictates what they see and what they don't see. So it's really powerful and important to have an email list, because you get to dictate the visibility. You get to have more control over that. If you send out an email and you get a 25% open rate, well, that's a damn sight more than what you would have got if you just relied on social media. Because on social media, like 5% of any of your following will see any one thing that you post. 5% is nothing. That's 5% impressions. It doesn't even mean that they're going to notice it or stop the scroll to click on it and read it, right? Whereas 25% open rate, well, we've just significantly increased the views on that. But also the email is open in front of them. We're more likely, with less distraction around than there is on social media with all those cat videos. Well, actually, it's not even cat videos these days. It's like weird AI zebras saving horses from crocodiles. Anyone else getting that? Is it just my algorithm? Like, what is going on with all this AI animal videos? It's so weird. But yeah, so all those distractions, getting distracted even thinking about it, are preventing people from seeing the actual content that you're putting on social anyway. So with the email, when they're opening it, less distraction, more likely to read it, more likely to be receiving that content into their mind and doing something with it. Right. So brilliant that you're on email. I love that. I really, really do. In terms of like writing the perfect email, I mean, there really isn't a silver bullet here. Like, you shouldn't necessarily be trying to find one. Definitely great to have emails that convert, but in terms of having emails that are making your potential clients curious about your services, it's not actually promotion emails that I'm going to recommend here. What we want to do is we want to lead with value. Always lead with value, and thinking about who your ideal people are on your email list, who they are and what would be helpful to them. Like, share your knowledge, share the things that you are, finding out as you go along, and document that, but also share things that you feel will be helpful for them. Answer questions is the easiest one. Like, for instance, what I'm doing now, answering your question, like I could answer this question in a question and answer format like I'm doing now, or I could just make a piece of content about the answer of this question and publish it. Or I could make a blog post about that. I could write an email about that. I could record a video about that. So that can often be the easiest place to begin, is think, what are the people on my email list asking? And you can, of course, ask them, but you'll be limited to like the answers that you receive. It might be a bit crickets, asking like, what do you want to know? But definitely a good place to start. And you've also got ChatGPT, where you can plug in, this is my ideal client, this is who I work with, this is the problem I solve, this is loads of context about my business, this is loads of context about where they are before they meet me and after they've received my product and have implemented it into their life. And these are the differences. Tell me, what kind of questions is my ideal client asking that I can answer, and get it to generate loads of questions for you. And then there you go. You've got one email a day for the next 10 years. Sorted. But what I would do is actually not just write emails and send them out, although that's a great start. Like, if you can just create some valuable emails, a bit like writing a blog, right? Create something that's interesting, that is giving value, that is going to support them with some kind of question they've got around your area of expertise that is related to the product you sell. That's really important. Then what you want to do to take that to the absolute next level is actually start peppering presents. Now, we're talking about, coming back to this question, what you've asked is, how can I write the best email to make my potential clients curious about my services? And it almost can feel like maybe you're trying to be a little bit too smart, like making them curious, like give a little bit, but don't give too much. Like, don't give all the things away. Don't tell everybody everything, because if you do that, then they'll have all the knowledge and they won't need your services. Bullshit. YouTube has not put us out of business, right? Everything is on YouTube. It's about the implementation of the knowledge that people struggle with and they need you for. I obviously have no idea what you do, Leonor, and I'm adding context to your question that isn't necessarily there, but I'm trying to see it from different angles because I think it would be helpful. By the way, if you are here with me live, please drop a comment in the chat. I feel really lonely. Drop a comment in the chat to let me know that you're here. Who's watching? I can see there's a few people here. Welcome. So, peppering presents into your email marketing will be really, really powerful thing for you to do. And what do I mean by that? I mean, getting on video, getting in front of people, not necessarily like this, like a live, but it could be, for instance, you recording a video and then sending that to your list. You could record even a podcast episode, which is audio, or you could do a video podcast and send that to your list, right? Think of what form of content you could create that's full of presence, that's full of you on camera, on video or audio, and how you could basically just take the question idea that I've just given you and create videos from that and then share that with your list, because that is the best way for you to, number one, seed what it is that you do, but build a relationship with the people on your list. I want you to be talking about your subject so much that people feel like they know you, they like you, they trust you because they've been watching you, they've been seeing you, you've been showing up and they feel a connection with you. But also you've been talking about it so much that it's obvious that you're an expert in that thing. And when I need help with that thing, you're the person I'm going to come to, right? And that's how it works. It's really, really powerful. I'll give you an example. When I launched the Rebellious Business Network, right, it was off the back of me launching a weekly live event. And that weekly live event was basically a Zoom call that was split into two sections. We had a networking element and we had an education element. And the education element was where, just like I'm doing now, I'd like teach something or impart some wisdom somehow on something I know about, right? Or I would bring a guest expert on, a friend of mine, to come and lead a session on something that they were an expert in or they could impart some wisdom on. And that happened every single week. Now, what happened very quickly off the back of that is I had people coming towards me saying, Cordelia, I need some help with my business. Can you help me? And I was signing one-to-one clients off of the back of just leading that one weekly session. Why? Why was it all of a sudden so much easier to get clients coming towards me than it was when I was putting content out on social media and going to networking events? Because I was positioning myself as a leader. I was showing up and I was being helpful. Like I was creating content and creating an environment and creating a space that was really supportive to people. And what that was giving them was it was giving them loads of value, but it was also creating this relationship between me and them in a sense that they were beginning to know me, to like me, to trust me. Now, what happened a couple of months later was that I'd grown that group to just over 200 people, and I decided to do a launch. And with a launch, I did a challenge launch and like 5 days of value and then a masterclass, and we pitched on the masterclass, and I did a 20K launch off the back of that. 200 people, they were really, really warmed up. And this was something that I've figured out as I went along, right? This wasn't part of the master plan and the reason why I started it. It was something I figured out as I went along. My initial thought was, how can I show up and help people? What do my people need right now? Like my ideal clients, what do they need? We were in lockdown, the networking events had stopped. I decided to put on a networking event. And also there were lots of people wanting to pivot to the online space, people needing help with online business. That was my area, that was my jam. So that is what I did. I did a networking event that also helped people with an online business. And so in that moment, that was great because it was met my audience right where they were at. And it gave them loads of value and it built loads of trust. It brought loads of clients to me. And then when I was ready to launch something that was one-to-many, I had this launch audience there that was ready. They were warm, they were ready, they were primed, they were good to go. And when I announced that the doors were open on Cringe Factor, my 10K boot camp, which is what it was called back then, we did really well in terms of sales. In fact, the first launch was 20K. We then launched a couple of months later. We did 40K, and yeah, like we hit 6 figures within 9 months, and it did really well. So, in terms of writing the best email, there isn't a silver bullet that writes the best email. The best thing you can do with your email is continue to deepen that relationship with your leads. Think of your leads as though they are your community, and how can you show up in front of your community and be more present? And then, of course, you know, once you have this warm, nurtured email list, what you can then do is have these high converting emails that you send out that convert them into clients. We have this amazing toolkit. The doors are closed on it right now, but it's £27, right? And in that toolkit, you've got 3 strategies that you can use to essentially convert your connections into clients. And these are things that can all be sent out via email. And actually, they would do so much better if they were sent out via email because of the visibility factor. But often the people that come and buy the toolkit, you know, they're just sending it out on social media and they don't have email yet. So Leonor, keep an eye out, because if, you know, the toolkit could be a really good thing for you to grab. If you've got a warm audience on your email list and you need an email to go and convert them, then that could be a really good thing. But my primary focus would be, I recommend you create value and figure out, how can I pepper more presence throughout this? Like, how can I show up more and be more human and in person? Ian, I can see you drop me a comment in the chat. I love you. I appreciate you. Welcome. Also, who else is watching? Drop a comment in the chat. Let's have a look at what Ian said. Good morning, Cordelia. Love outdoor space. Looks cool and relaxing. Great content suggestions as well. It is very relaxing out here. We've got wisteria plant growing up this little wooden trellisy thing, and I can't believe how fast it's grown. We literally just planted them a couple of months ago, and they've gone all, I wonder if I can show you, they've gone all the way to the top, and they're starting to like wrap round, and hopefully next year we'll have wisteria flowers. But yeah, so I'm getting green fingers as I get older. But yeah, it is gorgeous out here. I'm absolutely blessed. We've got a couple of really nice filming spaces in this new house. It's really, really lovely. Cool beans. Cool beans. My God, so bloody outdated as saying that is. that was the kind of main thing I wanted to say in terms of that. I hope that was helpful, Leonor. I can't tag you. Hopefully you find this. Hopefully the universe delivers this video to you and it answers your question. And if it creates more questions for you, feel free to drop them in the chat or send me a DM. I'm really bad with DMs on Facebook. I do not check my messages. I'm really, really bad with that. So apologies. But drop a question in the comments, tag me, and I will get to it, or send me a message and I will find it at some point. I will. I just need to get better at looking at my inbox because I'm just so bloody busy. I think that's a wrap for today. I feel like, though, there was something I was going to say that I haven't. It wasn't meant to be said, was it? So it doesn't matter. But what I will tell you about is the networking event that is happening on Thursday. I'm trying to get really loud about this because we have had quite a few of our rebellious networkers feel like they just don't know when they are or how to get onto them. And, you know, we run ads to get people to these things, but actually we don't do enough with our tribe to get them coming back, because we know a lot of you want to keep coming back to these networking events. So I'm trying to be really loud at the moment and make sure that you know. I have created a calendar which you can then just add all of our networking events to your calendar and never need to sign up for one again, right? So they're all there on this calendar with the Zoom link attached to all of them. And also not just the networking events, but all the other events that we're running. We've got some group expert events where we've got some of our group experts in the Rebellious Business Network delivering training sessions. And we have a Monday morning planning session with John Denley. All of these free events that we run are all on this calendar, and you can check them out, add them to your calendar and have them all in one place. Some of them are just live streamed into the Facebook group, and then some of them you could get on with Zoom. So if you just sign up for the Rebellious Business Networking event, I'll drop the link in the chat. In fact, I think that is the link in the comments of this live. Let's have a look. No, it's not. That would have been helpful, wouldn't it? I will report back to ChatGPT and tell it that it was not very helpful there. I forgot I was going live and I did that caption in a rush. Here we go, coming in now. And actually, I tell you what I have got, a cheeky little QR code. If you're watching this on your phone, it's not helpful at all. But if you're not, if you're like watching it from somewhere else, then you might be able to use your phone to grab it and grab the QR code. But yeah, so basically, it's very small. You make it bigger. I don't know, maybe you can. And so I can move it to the right, and now I'm just moving it around, which is not very helpful at all, is it? No, you can't. You can make it left or right. I reckon you can. Radius 600. It's going to take over the whole screen, isn't it? 200. No, I don't know. I'll figure that out when I'm not live. But there's a QR code, and if you scan it, if you're not watching this on your phone, you'll get taken to the networking event page where you can sign up. So on the next page after that, the thank you page, if you are au fait with the names of marketing pages, I've put a link to our calendar. So you can then go and add that. It's with add event, right? So you can just go and add that to your calendar. You can subscribe to that calendar and add it to yours so that you can see all of our events and get all the Zoom links for it. And I think that's a really great solution for the ones that want to keep coming back to networking events, but don't want all the emails and just would love a little calendar link. There you go. So sign up for this one, and then it's on the next page. Also, we are going to be live with that networking. I say we, it's Caroline running this networking event. She's got a rubber duck with some rubber thighs. I'm really intrigued. I might have to just rock up and find out what the hell is going on, because it sounds so much fun. But that's the whole point of these events, right? They're connection events. They're about creating connection. We don't connect with each other through hearing each other do elevator pitches. Like, do you agree? Please drop this in the chat. If you agree, drop a I agree, Cordelia, in the chat. Like, we don't make connections through hearing each other do elevator pitches or doing like round robin introduce yourself. You know, you get asked to introduce yourself. You spend half the time like nervous about what you're going to say and not listening to anyone share, and then you say what you've said, and then you spend the rest of it just getting bored. Like nothing goes in. You don't really remember it unless you're one of these people that is saintly and you can listen to others no matter how boring the setting is, then good for you, my friend. The rest of us are falling asleep. So they're just not good. They're not great for creating connection. Whereas our networking events have been built around that idea around, how can we help people to make memories together? How can we help people to connect with each other through making memories, laughing together? And we curate these experiences, these games, these challenges to help you do that. And it works really well. You have to come along to check it out so you can see for yourself. But yeah, I think you'll love it if you haven't been. And if you've been, come back and join us. Well, that is a wrap from me. My name's Cordelia Kate, and I am going to finish my now rather lukewarm coffee that the amazing Amos brought me. You have to watch the beginning to catch what happened. I voice noted Amos, and he offered to bring me coffee in a delivery suit, but he didn't wear the delivery suit. It's all a bit random. We just were being random and wild live. No way you can fall asleep at a rebellious networking event. There we go. I flipping love that you said that, Ian. I love it. Well, I think we'll leave on that note. Lots of love, guys. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for the next episode of Going Live Anyway.